start again. It's a rich thing.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Trent, the Homestead Hunter, and I'm back with another video. I told you guys 2026 is going to be the year of me making more videos, but today's video, as you saw in the title, is going to be about egg incubation. I'm going to show you guys how I incubate eggs and what I've learned along the way. This is going to be about my 5th hatch that I've done. I had a different incubator, but today I'm going to show you guys the one you saw in the thumbnail. That's the one that I'm going to be showing in this video. I'm going to give it a try. But this one is a little bit more. It's about double the price, so hopefully we get double the results. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do it, how you can be a successful chicken hatcher. Stay tuned. This is the incubator I was talking about, and this incubator I got off Amazon, and I paid about 83 bucks for this incubator. So with that being said, this incubator can hatch about 36 eggs. They make a two-tier system for this incubator, but I have the 1 tier because I'm not going to be hatching that many eggs. I just need enough to, increase my flock within every hatch, and I just want to get to 50 laying pullets right now. That's the goal. I want to get to 50 and then, go from there. With that being said, man, this incubator has been doing pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. I've had an incubator from Amazon before this hatch. I've done about 3 or 4 hatches in that, and they didn't go well. This one, I'm praying for a much better hatch rate. If I can get 75 to 90% hatch rate, I'm good money. But this one, I've been looking at the development, and it's been going pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I've been checking it and candling these eggs for the past like 2 days. I'm gonna show you guys that process. I'm gonna show you exactly how we're looking with this egg incubator, but it's been doing pretty well. Little backstory on the last incubator. I had it and it wouldn't hold humidity. So if you don't know, incubating your eggs, first 18 days, right? You want to have your incubator set at 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit. You really want to stay as close to 99.5 as you can. Actually, if you don't know, the temperature controls your, hatch time. So if you have a higher temperature, you might see eggs at 20 days. It takes 21 days to hatch, but I've had pipping at day 20. Like, why is this egg hatched 2 days before everybody else? So, incubators can have drafts. They can have temperature fluctuations. So if that egg is in a hot zone, getting 100.5 degrees Fahrenheit, and the other ones are getting a little bit lower, it'll hatch sooner. So the humidity, you want to be 45 to 55% humidity. This one, I'm at 54% humidity right now. Easiest way to tell you to track that, first 18 days. It's going to give you a good enough element in the air sac, and basically that's going to allow the chick be able to hatch into the air sac and be able to breathe. Okay, so you want your chicks to actually develop the air sac and be able to grow and make that air sac bigger. So when they're in the egg, they hatch internally. So I say pip internally, and then they pip externally. So that's, they're doing things inside that egg before you even see them ever come out into the atmosphere. You want to have that humidity right. That was my issue in the last incubator. Like I said, I told you that the humidity was off. So if your humidity is off, a lot of things can go wrong. I had chicks come out that was sticking to the shell. The membrane was sticking to the chick. I had chicks that had curled toes, and I read on this, and it all led back to humidity, so it made sense. So what I did was I went out and purchased a better incubator, and this incubator has been doing me well. Development and all the eggs are well. I haven't seen any eggs actually not developing. So when incubating eggs, the best thing you can do, honestly, is get these temperature gauges. You can get them on Amazon. I got a pack of like 6, and you can just put inside the incubator. As you can see right here, right, I'm taped along the side, the edge of the incubator. So I can just read these thermometers and read the thermometer built into the incubator. And I'll show you that right now. Read this thermometer right here, that thermometer with these thermometers, and get the best reading possible. When you got that going, you really can't go too wrong. Now, if something happens, it could be a bad egg. It could be, the incubator had a bad draft, or other things can happen. But if you have these gauges tuned in or locked in to the right specs, it should be good money. So don't put too much into thinking I gotta do things extra and all. You really don't. The incubator is gonna do the job for you. Just always remember that when you're incubating chicks. You just want to make sure these readings are right. That being said, you guys, I'm gonna show you guys what we're doing on day 10 we're seeing development within the chicken eggs, and I want to show you exactly what's going on inside these eggs, and I want to show you exactly what to look for when you're candling, because this incubator actually has a built-in thermometer, humidity gauge, and a built-in candler. So it has everything you need. When you get an incubator, get a forced air incubator if you don't want to be having to, do too much, turn the eggs yourself. Get one that has an automatic egg turner, which this one does. It turns the eggs for you. This one has a vent at the top, and with the vent, you want to make sure the vent is open. Please don't close this incubator vent all the way. Please don't do that. I've done the mistake, and I think that might have actually messed up one of my hatches. Crack it open, because actually, if you don't know, eggs, incubating egg, that egg needs air and it needs fresh air, and it has gas exchange. So you don't do that to your egg. Do not have it just shut off and not having no good gas in there, and you just ruin your whole hatch. Don't do it. Okay, so moving on. The next step is we're going to show you the egg candling process, and I'm going to show you that, guys. I'm going to show you that here, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm looking for. When I'm incubating eggs, when I first get the egg and I first prepare the egg, there's steps that go into it, but those steps are very minimal compared to what you're going to start doing day 7 to 18. After 18, I'm going to actually show you guys what happens, because I'm excited to see what happens. I hope you guys are excited as I am. I'm excited to see what I get out of this hatch. I want to see how good this one is. It's gonna be here, the wheels fall. It's gonna be here till it drop. I'm gonna use this thing to death, guys. So this is the egg on the candler. Most incubators that you buy off Amazon are gonna have the built-in egg candler. So all you have to do is just turn it on, and then you're gonna just put your egg on here, and you see that development. Look at that. Right? This is what you're looking for. You're looking for veins and life. See, I have veins right here. I have veins right there. And if you look closely, that's your air sac. That's what's gonna get bigger and bigger, and that's what the chick is gonna tip into and be able to breathe inside the shell before it makes it outside of the shell. So that's what it needs. It needs to be able to lose moisture, develop this air sac so the chick can breathe. But you want to be able to see the air sac development. So I'll flip it over for you guys. That's the chick. So like I said, we're day 10. So this is much more development, in the past 3 days when I was looking at it. When I first saw it, was just a little dot. Now look at the development, a couple days later. So the development is definitely there. This is what you guys want to look for, though. This is all you're looking for. You're just looking for veining, looking for a shadow. And this shadow is going to get bigger and bigger the more and more we get into the later stages of development. Later stages of incubation, you're going to see more and more of this egg being able to not be able to be as transparent. So that's all we're looking for from day 1 to 14. This is all you can expect to see within the first couple days of development. This is all you can hope for. This is all you're checking out. You're just checking for veining and you're checking for viability. So that's it. All right, you guys. So we just candled that first one, as you saw, but we're going to do another one. We're going to do 2 more. I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking for. I'm going to continue to look for development. So you guys can see that right there. All I'm doing is just checking for viability. I'm just checking to make sure. All right, you guys. So as you can see right there, that's the air sac. It's right here, over here. This is going to be your air sac. And this is what the chick is going to pip into when it hatches. That's where it's going to get its oxygen before it makes it out into the air. And you might be wondering, how does the chick breathe inside the eggshell? How does it? Yeah, that's how. The air sac right there. And you see, that's the body of the chick right here. So I don't want to disturb this egg too much, but I did want to show you guys the development, what to look for. You see all that veining? That's what you're looking for. You're looking for this air sac development, and you're just looking for this shadow. That's your chick, and this shadow is going to get bigger and bigger the deeper we get into incubation. So nothing to worry about going on right there. Nothing too special really happening. So we'll do one more, and I'm gonna show you guys kind of what we're looking for again. Put that right there, put that bad boy in there. And the air sac is on here, over here this time. You see that? I just flip it around and make it easier. Same thing is going on. You see that air sac over here? On this side, you see that air sac? And if I move my fingers, you can kind of see veining in this one, but it's not really showing up too well on the camera right now. But we see the shadow, we know the chick is in there. We know the chick is viable. We know the chick is thriving. So, like I said, this incubator is doing its job. This incubator is not disappointing so far. I haven't seen any eggs that look to be dead. So that's always a good sign. That's exactly what you want to look for. That's all you really can hope for to see. Veining, you want to be able to see that development, the air sac development. And when you put it on this light, you just want to check for viability. Sometimes you even see the chick move, and that's pretty cool. Other than that, you guys, that's going to wrap up this portion of the video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for being a part of my incubation process. Honestly, you guys, I'm going to stay on this, and I'm going to make another video for you guys about this egg incubation. I want you guys to stay tuned to see how this incubator performed. It's kind of like a test, I guess you could say, versus, the other incubator I had. I want to see how well this one is, if it's really worth the money. I hope it is. But you guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching this video. Please, you guys, hit the subscribe button and the like button, as it makes me interact with you guys and be able to put out more content for you guys, because like I said, I want to put out good content for you guys. It does take out my spare time to be able to put out these videos, so dedicated for you guys. I want to be able to show you guys how to sustain yourself and how to be able to grow your own food, because incubate these chicks for eggs, we can incubate them for meat, and that's what it's all about. So you guys stay with me. I'm gonna show you guys how I do things around my homestead and how I'm able to survive, how I'm able to, bring food on the table and be able to give it back to the homestead. Like, it's not just take. You're always giving back too. So right here, we're incubating eggs and we're giving back to our flock. We're growing our flock. You know what I'm saying? One egg at a time. So remember, the slow and steady way is always the better way when you homestead it. It's not about being fast. It's not about getting to point B from point A so fast. You know what I'm saying? You want to take your time and grow one step at a time. You learn how to do this, everything else is easy. But like I always say, you guys, stay up, stay blessed, because you are blessed. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Please hit that subscribe button, like I said.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.